Hello YouTube, this is Kimberly and you are watching Brawn Brains and Beauty Uncensored. I am finally COVID free and recovered, thank you Jesus. So we've gone a little bit without any new videos, my apologies, I was fucking dying, so get the fuck over it. But I'm back now, so we're going to move on to our next video, and this one is going to be back to the question and answers about dating, because that seems to be the fan favorite, because everybody's clueless fucking morons. No offense. We'll see if we can help you out there. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't give a shit. Just enjoy it, like it, get a laugh, get some advice, whatever. Alright, anyways, question number 1. You ready? Alright, how do I ask someone out? Alright. This seems like it should be some like basic ass shit, but you know what? Surprisingly, it really isn't. I mean, that's sad to say, but it is what it is. There's a lot of people who are new to online dating, especially some that are very new to just dating world in general. So, you know, some of you think like, well, that's a dumbass question. Well, okay, it's not. Shut the fuck up and sit down. All right, we're going to answer it anyways. All right, so how do I ask someone out? So the best advice I can give is, all right, the most basic ass motherfucking way to ask somebody out is to flat out say, hey, do you want to go out to dinner with me tomorrow night? Or hey, do you want to go out sometime this week? Or whatever. All right, this is what happens. Like, that does not show fucking confidence, okay? And if you want a girl to like actually like be enticed to accept an offer for a date or that idea, then the best thing to do is, instead of like making it so questionable, like you're not even sure yourself, like do you want to go on a date? Like, do you, no! Grow some fucking kahunas. Like, don't even make it a question. Just say, hey, you know what? I want to go do this tomorrow night. I got an extra ticket, whatever. Do you want to come with me? Or, you know, make the plans ahead of time and just, like, lay it out there. Put the shit out there and give them, like, the information ahead of time. And don't make it such, like, a questionable, like, one, do you even want to fucking see me in person? Because then they're going to kind of like maybe be a little questionable too. You know, you could easily say, you know what, I have off tomorrow night, I'm going to go out to such and such restaurant, come with me. You know, hey, I want to go shoot some fucking pool tomorrow night, meet me at the pool hall, we'll go grab a drink. And that just it makes a girl feel so much better about accepting that offer or you know, jumping along and agreeing to do that. Again, kahunas, confidence. You got this, guys. All right, moving on. When to tell someone that you like them. All right, motherfuckers. We are not in elementary, all right? We don't do this whole, pass a little note across the desk with little, like, check boxes, like, do you like me? Check yes or no. No, we're motherfucking adults. We don't do that shit, okay? Some people, all right, granted, and they make me fucking crazy. Some people are very, like, blunt and very black and white people. Like, they will go crazy, like, literally fucking crazy if they don't, like, have like that question posed out there and get a solid like yes or no answer. But here's the thing, whenever you first meet somebody, whether it's like you just first start talking to them, or even like if you go on a first date with them and you know you decide in your fancy little mind that you like them, that's fucking fantastic, congratulations. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they have decided yet if they like you, all right? Like, maybe that's, like, still, like, yet to be determined. You don't know. So this is the problem. The problem is that you want to go and be that blunt, overzealous motherfucker and go put it out there like, hey, I like you. Okay, so what's like the like knee-jerk fucking response that any person with a fucking conscience is going to give you? They're going to be like, ugh, anxiety. Oh shit, what do I say? On the spot, pressure. feeling it. Don't want to hurt his feelings. Gotta be polite. Yeah. I like you too. Yeah, you're really nice. I had a really fun time. They're fucking lying to you, maybe. You don't know. Because like you put them on the spot. Like you put the fucking pressure on them. So you can't like even like rely on their fucking response. Because you stop. Don't do that. All right. This is what needs to happen. All right. If you want to tell someone that you like them or you want to know if someone likes you, don't try so fucking hard. Just let it go. You don't need to put a fucking awkward ass question out there or make an awkward ass statement saying, hey, I like you. And then it's like, crickets. Fucking crickets. Awkward. And then it doesn't go well. No one likes to feel anxiety and pressured and like put on the spot. You put someone on the spot for a response, you're going to get the knee-jerk reaction response that is like the first thing that pops in their head. You're not going to get the honest one, which is I think what you want, right? Maybe not, because they might honestly fucking hate you. All right, anyways. So, what you need to do, all right? Let shit go. All right, you have a good date. Great. All right, read the body language. That's what you need to do. All right, we are fucking adults. I hope. So, as adults, we've learned throughout our childhood, adolescence, young adulthood, whatever the case is, how to do things like read like nonverbal signs and cues. All right, we know how to, read body language, see how someone's reacting. If you're on a date and the person that's with you is laughing and joking and they're engaging in conversation and showing interest in your life and things that you're talking about, then it's probably pretty safe to say that they probably like you. I mean, unless they're just like really fucking crazy. But anyways, and then in the same token on the flip side, if you're out with somebody and they are not really talking, not really conversing, not really, giving much to the conversation, like body language is kind of stiff, a little standoffish, not very welcoming or open, a little distant. Well, I mean, again, like those are some pretty surefire signs that somebody's like maybe not feeling you as much. All right, then granted, there are cases and people where there are mixed signals, and you know what? Sometimes you can just get it all wrong completely unless you do just fucking come out and ask them. But you know what? Don't jump to that though at first. Give it some time. Let it flow naturally. See how the body language is. See how it goes afterwards. If you text her the next day and she responds to you and continues to have conversation and dialogue and all that stuff, again, it's probably a pretty good sign that like she likes you too. All right? No need for the little checkbox. Yes or no, do you like me? All right, grow up. We're not in elementary. All right, next question. We got to move on. All right. How to tell someone I'm not ready for commitment. I'm going to assume this is referring to like, not like I'm not ready to date, but this is like more referring to like, maybe like I've been on a few dates with this person and they want a more solid commitment, but I don't know if I'm ready for a commitment or if I want to continue to like do the dating game and keep my profile up on the dating site and keep talking and shit like that, whatever. So, I mean, look, these are probably going to sound so redundant as far as like the reactions and answers, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's as true as it is. Honesty is always the best policy. All right. If you're not honest, if you're not upfront, if you don't know how to tell the fucking truth, then you're going to have problems. All right. If you're not interested in somebody, you got to tell them in a nice way. Don't be a fucking dick, in a nice way. All right. If you're with somebody and say, all right, you're with the girl, we're going to flip this and this is like going to be a guy's thing. Okay. You're with the girl and you know what? You're really feeling her. You're really into her. and she is like not ready to commit. All right. You would hope, I mean, I would think that she would kind of like show you that she has an interest and confirm that she has an interest in dating. But, at least kindly kind of put it to you that maybe she's just not quite that step yet where she feels like she can commit out of fairness for you. Now, look, this is the perk of this question, is that, you know what? You can take this question and you can flip it on the other person. And it's perfect. Now, that sounds bad, but hear me out. Okay, so let's flip it back around. You're interested in the girl. You've been dating. Let's say you went on 4 or 5 dates, whatever y'all standard is for having a fucking commitment. I don't know. We'll say you had 5 dates, all right? And we'll say that she is head over heels for you. Maybe you're hung like a horse. I don't know. Maybe you got a dazzling fucking personality, whatever the case is. She's fucking head over heels for you, all right? So she wants a commitment. She wants like, hey, I want to like lock you down. I like you. We've been out several times. But then you're kind of like, I mean, like, I like her, but you know what? Like, I mean, I also kind of like this other girl, and I'm not even sure yet. So I don't know if I want to hitch up to that wagon or that wagon. I mean, it's the dating world. You're free agents. You're allowed to do that until the point where you agree on exclusivity, okay? So the way that you tell someone that you're not ready to commit is, again, don't be a fucking dick, all right? Don't be a dick. You can be nice about this, all right, and still get your point across. But you can do this in a way where you kind of turn it around on them to make it that, like, you're being considerate of them. And that will make a girl feel so much better about herself, all right? Don't hurt her feelings. Don't be a dick. Be nice. So you can easily say, you know what? Listen, so-and-so, I really like you. We have a great connection. We've had several, good dates and stuff. And, I do want to continue going on dates and seeing each other and stuff. But you know what? Out of respect for you, see that turning around thing? Out of respect for you, I want to, take my time and just make sure that before, I do commit to you, that I am sure about what I want, so I don't end up hurting you later. And like I said, flip it around. That's how you do it, all right? And you make the girl feel like that you're doing it out of consideration and respect for her, which you should be. You should be. I mean, I shouldn't be like lying, but, make that known that it's like, I don't want to commit to you yet, not because I don't like you. I mean, don't burn your fucking bridges, because that'd just be stupid as shit. So, I mean, you don't want to go and say, like, no, I want to commit to you. I don't really like you that much. Because then you're going to be like, deuces, motherfucker. So don't burn your bridges, because if you still like the girl and maybe want to eventually commit to her, then you don't want to, like, fuck it up. So, just say that at this time, I don't think that I'm quite ready. So out of respect for you, I just need a little more time, to make sure I know what I want first. And she should respect that, unless she's a fucking asshole. All right, moving on. We got to go. All right. How to get back into the dating world after you get out of a long-term relationship. We've all been there. We have. I mean, like, everybody, I think, that is like on any kind of dating site or just dating in general in real life, whatever the case is, has been in a relationship. They've been married, divorced, separated, whatever the case is. I would say first and foremost, what's most important is after a long-term relationship, make sure you know what the fuck you want and are ready for. Don't dive into the dating world if you have not had your fucking mourning, your grieving, your closure, whatever the fuck you need to move on with your life. Because guess what? If you don't go through the process of getting over your ex in that relationship, and then you go and just try to, like, balls to the wall, jump into another one, like, what's going to happen is, like, once you start feeling like those emotions again, like the emotions that were like, you know, that of your last relationship on a good day, whenever like shit wasn't hitting the fan. And then like it's going to trigger this thing in you where you're going to start like going back and having like the highlight reel in your fucking head where you're like maybe regretting being away from that person if you left them, or you know, maybe not over them, missing them, wanting them back, mourning still, whatever. And that's not fair to whoever you're meeting at the time. All right, it's not fair that you are going to, you know, go from a long-term relationship, jump into the dating world, jump into a first date, second date, you know, multiple people, whatever the case is. And then once those feelings kind of start rising again and kind of like, you know, spark and trigger some of like the old, you know, old relationship bullshit. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I can't date you. You know what? You're a nice person, but I'm not over my ex. That's not fucking fair. That's brutal. That's fucking brutal. Because you know what? Whenever that person agreed to go on a date with you, that was under the pretense that you were single, that you were emotionally, mentally, and physically available and ready to do so. So before you go and take that step, make sure you take your time and make sure you know that, you know what, I've had my closure, I made my peace, I'm ready for bigger and better things in my life. It's just, you know, take things slow, all right? And even after you get through the initial period of you know, getting out of the relationship, don't just jump right into like a fucking first date, you know? I mean, take your time. Maybe instead of like, you know, trying to get a first date the first day after you talk to somebody, maybe try talking to them a little bit longer, and then you can kind of get a feel for, you know, the emotions that may emerge from that interaction. And then you can deal with those, but deal with them in small doses that are tolerable and you can handle, as opposed to going on a date, having that one-on-one in-person interaction that totally triggers fucking everything in your past and gives you a fucking anxiety attack, because you don't want to go there, all right? Take your time. Go slow. Little baby steps. Small doses. All right. We got to go because people have short-ass attention spans. We can't make this that long. Hopefully. How do I fake confidence? Don't. Simple as that. All right? Don't fake it. Faking confidence is like faking a fucking orgasm, all right? Like, it's... No, unfulfilling. Don't do it. Just no reason. Don't do it. All right? There's no need to fake confidence. All right? Even if you lack confidence, even if you are a timid, a shy person, or whatever the case is, here's the thing. The fact that you have actually put yourself into the dating world in general, threw yourself on a dating website and took that fucking step, that leap of faith to go and message, you know, 20 million fucking strangers and face the rejection that you will inevitably face, because not every single person's going to fucking like you. That's just the way of the world. Sorry. You know, you do have confidence. The part of it is that people don't think they have confidence. They don't think they do, because they don't realize, you know, what is within them. They don't know their worth. They don't know their value. They don't know their good side, their good traits, their good qualities. And that's where they get buried underneath all the shit, because like they just don't have that insight or awareness to know better. So instead of trying to fake confidence, which we will see right the fuck through, all right, and it's not good, all right? We can see through fakeness. We can see through fake confidence. We can see through fake everything, all right? Don't fake shit. So anyways, most important is, instead of faking confidence, try to actually have real confidence. You know, if you need to go and look yourself in the mirror, and give yourself a freaking pep talk before you go on a date, go for it. Have at it. Be like, dude, you know what? You're a good motherfucker. You're a good guy. You know what? You're good looking. You're successful. You're nice. You got a good heart. You're just a good fucking human. You know what? You deserve a good girl. Go get it. Whatever you gotta do. It is what it is. Okay, hold on. Oh, when do you make a relationship exclusive? There is no magic answer for this because for everybody it's different. Every relationship's different. Everybody's time frame is different. You know, I wouldn't advise it like after the first date because, you know, first dates, I think we all at least should know by now. It's like the honeymoon phase because everybody is initially going on those first dates, putting their best foot forward, you know, putting their front on, you know, impressing, you know, just being their best self. That's it. Living their best life, being their best self, putting on that front because they want to impress. That's the whole point of a first date is like, great, I got an opportunity at a first date and now I got to like hook, line, and sinker this person. So I'm going to put my best foot forward and try to impress them because of that. All right. That's not a good time to like decide to be exclusive because you know what? You could be like, yeah, first date went great. I really liked them. We hit it off. We have a connection. And then like, okay, but then your second date it might be like, yeah, still like them, but you know, not as fun as the first date. And then like you might go on the third or fourth date and you might be like, what the fuck? Who is this? And where's the guy that I met on the first date or girl that I met on the first date? I mean, like so much can change whenever you initially meet somebody versus like after you actually get a little more comfortable and spend a little more time with them. So, you know, as far as deciding to be exclusive, you know, that's all on y'all individually and shit. But I mean, I'm just saying like my advice is don't rush it. Don't rush into shit. There's no reason to rush it. All right, give it some time. Make sure that, you know, you're sure about what you want if you like the person. Because what you don't want to do is go and promise someone, you know, exclusivity and then change your mind a day later and then, you know, hurt the person or let them down or disappoint them or fuck them over. You know, not cool either. All right, moving on. Being too confident on a date. Okay, well, here's the difference. There's confidence, and then there's cockiness. Do y'all know the difference? Probably not, especially guys. No offense. So confidence is having that belief in yourself. It's like, you know, knowing your worth, knowing, you know, your abilities, your talents, your gifts, you know, your attributes, whatever the case is. It's knowing that within yourself. All right. It's believing in yourself. It's all centered here, you know. It doesn't involve anybody else. All right. Cockiness is whenever confidence kind of spews over onto someone else where it's not just about your own beliefs and views of your own self. It's whenever you want to impose your opinions of yourself onto other people. Like, hey, I think I'm a good looking motherfucker. So you know what? I want to make sure that she knows and thinks and believes that I'm a good looking motherfucker. That's cockiness. All right. Whenever you are sitting there trying to convince somebody else of like your own opinions of yourself, that's cockiness. All right. But just believing like, hey, I know I'm a good person. I know that you know, I'm educated. I'm successful. I'm a good catch. That's confident. That's fine. You can be confident and you can't be overly confident. That's horseshit. Whatever. Just know that there's like that fine line in between confidence and cockiness, and don't cross it because cockiness will fucking get you like the dating death sentence. Like, no, girls don't like that shit. Guys don't like that shit. They like confidence. They don't like arrogance. They don't like cockiness or conceitedness. Don't like it. All right. Make sure you don't cross the fucking line. All right. Don't let it get to your fucking head. Okay. Moving on. How to end a relationship. I think we've already like beat this like 1 fucking dead horse, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and beat him until he's glue. Okay, how to end a relationship. So let's just say you've gone on, 4 or 5 dates, whatever. Maybe even 1 or fucking 2. I don't know, whatever. And you're not digging the person, and you don't want to see him anymore. All right, like maybe the spark was there initially, but then like you realize that well, maybe we don't have as much of a connection after all that I initially thought we did, and I just don't think we're meshing. All right, be fucking honest. It's so simple. It's like, I can't stress this enough. Communication, being clear in what you want and what you mean what you say what you mean, and don't fucking lie. All right, that's as easy as it can possibly get. That's point blank, blunt, honest. Just, if you need to end a relationship, again, don't be a fucking dick about it. Be nice. All right, getting broken up with ain't fun for anybody. And I'm sure everybody's experienced it once or twice in their life, at least, if not more. So try to be sensitive to that, because even if your feelings have like dwindled away and you don't have any feelings for that person and no emotional attachment, no nothing, and then it's nothing for you, you know what? That doesn't mean that it's the same for them. All right. And so if you have someone that you're trying to end things with that still has an emotional connection to you, then try to be sensitive in that. And like I said, don't be a fucking dick, because you know what? You're not in it to hurt people's feelings. There's a way to end things with somebody in a respectful, polite, compassionate way that's not going to like make them freaking suicidal and slit in their fucking wrist the next day. You don't want to go there. Don't go there. All right. Be nice. Just be nice. Be nice. Be honest. All right. Hey, we didn't have a connection. I'm starting, I think that, our connection that we had initially is kind of like dwindled down. Things kind of, the spark's not still there. Whatever the fucking case is. I don't know. People break up for all kinds of dumb shit. I've been there too. Just be honest. All right. Be nice. Be honest. All right. Moving on. Last one. Baggage. Oh, fuck me running. Baggage. Okay. So at the point where we are all adults, and for the most part, we're all, at least like, kind of like, later or mid adults, like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. We're not like 20 years old in college. So, circumstances and life stages are a little different. You know what? Like, at the point, like where I'm at, where like the age range of the guys that I typically date, yeah, for the most part, they got a lot of baggage. I mean, that just comes with the territory of whenever you age, you go through your life stages and you do the expected freaking milestone things like get married, have kids, start a family, do this, go get a dog on a white picket fence, whatever the fuck your poison is, whatever. So it's not uncommon that whoever you meet online that is within like the age range of like anywhere from like 25 on, really, sometimes even earlier than that, has kids, has maybe a divorce, has shit, baggage, stuff going on. All right, everybody has fucking baggage. Even if you don't think you do, you fucking do. All right, don't be a judgmental asshole. Just realize everybody has baggage, but you don't have to just automatically be okay or accept everybody's baggage. All right, don't be judgmental, but again, you need to know what you're willing to live with, tolerate, be with, handle, versus what is like, this isn't my thing, I can't deal with this. Like this is a hard pass, deal breaker, whatever. Know ahead of time what your things are. Can you deal with kids? Can you date someone with kids if you don't have kids? Can you date someone with older kids? Can you date someone with younger kids? Can you date someone who's been divorced? Can you date someone whatever the case is? You need to know before you're contacted and initiating further relationship exactly